Disclosure. All right. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Zach,
And I'm Kim.
and this is an info call for the MycoThai mushroom and cultural immersion in northern Thailand. So, if that is what you're here for, you're in the right place. Um, we will get more into introducing ourselves in a bit. So first, we're just going to share the screen and kind of tell you a little bit about this trip. So this is a trip that's happening in August of this year. That's August 15th to 24th. It's a 9 night and 10 day excursion into Chiang Mai and the surrounding forests of northern Thailand, and sort of a drop into the culinary culture as well as the mushroom culture because it is rainy season in August in that area of the world.
If you go low, maybe it's a drop. It's a
Aha.
oh,
So, for those who aren't super familiar with Thailand and know that it is in Southeast Asia, it's a fascinating country. It is primarily landlocked in the northern part, the largest sort of land area of it. But what that means is that it's connected to Myanmar, Burma, to Laos, to Cambodia, and just above Laos and Myanmar is actually southern China, and just on the other side there of Myanmar is Nagaland of India. And so northern Thailand has a lot more influence culinarily from all of these other surrounding areas
and
and
culturally.
culturally than what you may know from Thai culture or Thai food. And so there's a lot more spices, there's a lot more curry blends, there's like a lot. It's a fascinating and different place. So one of the things we learned is that if you look at this map on the right, this is actually about circa late 1300s. And these are the primary kingdoms that were existing in this area at the time. You can see the Khmer in Cambodia were starting to form there. The Ayutthaya Kingdom, which was founded in the mid 1300s, following up from some other previous Thai kingdoms for about the past 1500 years before that, and the Kingdom of Lanat. And Lanna is what is now northern Thailand, and it was founded at the end of the 12th century, or sorry, end of 1200s, around 1296. And despite becoming a vassal state of Burma in the 1500s, it pretty much maintained its own culture, and even up until the 1930s, kind of had its own governmental head because Ayutthaya couldn't rule it because it was like a 3 month trip up the river to get there. And so they had to rely on the governments there. So it's very independent, very unique, and a really, really cool place. And this is the topography of that. So if you look on your lower right, you can see what the Thailand kind of looks like, a little exaggerated. A lot of Thailand in the eastern part is called Isan, which borders with Laos. A lot of the cuisine that we see in the US is coming from Isan region. The northern Thailand region, as you can see, is the sort of cut out part of the mountains that includes all of the mountains of Myanmar up into China and the northern part of Laos. And as a result of that, has the forests that we are looking for to find our mushrooms. Although, no, we did find a ton of mushrooms in the islands as well. On the left-hand side, you can see that some of those mountains get pretty high, actually. And Doi Itdanan, I believe, is up at 2,800 meters, about 8,700 feet at its top. I don't think we're going to make it to Doi Itdanan on this one, but Doi Setep tops out at around 5,600 feet, which if some of us who want to hike certainly can get up to the top of that one on one of our hikes. That picture that you see in the background, that is the Valley of Chiang Mai. It is there. So I don't know. Can you see my cursor? Is that a thing? So
All right.
great. So this is Chiang Mai Valley. This is a an agricultural valley, a lot of rice. La Na actually, incidentally, means a million rice fields. And some of the sights you'll see as you're driving through this is literally like these layered rice paddies that are just disappearing off into these jungle valleys up here. And so this is the Chiang Mai Valley. The area immediately to the left of Chiang Mai, and this one is Doi Setep. Doi Setep is where we will spend the first couple days doing our forays and exploring some of the stuff up there with the Hmong hill tribes. Should be said that northern Thailand and all of these mountain areas are home to 9 or 10 distinct language groups that are sort of referred to as hill tribes. And that includes the Hmong tribe, the Karen, the Akha,
Lisu,
Lisu, Lahu. Yeah, there's a ton. And you'll see a lot of the mix of their artwork. And Kim actually became pretty good at telling what the differences are and how to recognize what hill tribes those textiles are coming from. So in the Doi Tep is a Hmong village that we'll get to hike through and do some mushrooming. After that, we're actually going to head north up into this valley. This is the Valley of Chiangdao. It's a really special place that's got a hot spring that we're going to visit as well, and some really cool forests. This is all limestone and karst. It's really fascinating topography, kind of wrinkled up from India slamming into the Asian plate. And it used to be a coral reef, so you'll even find seashells and fossils way up in the top of these mountains. Now, northern Thailand, as I said, is quite unique. Of course, the cuisine is a huge part of that, and I would say 5 or 6 meals a day in many things. There's always snacks available. The market there's all kinds of little things to unwrap from banana leaves that you can eat, sticky rice treats. What you're seeing up there on the top left is a version of khao soi. Khao soi is probably the most famous dish out of northern Thailand. You can find that in a lot of places in the U.S. now, and it's kind of it's a coconut curry, although I think that's a recent adaptation that has basically a Burmese curry powder. So it's a kind of a blend of Indian and Southern Thai cuisine, and it is absolutely delicious. It's a noodle dish rather than a rice dish. Down below, you can see a friend of ours who we lived with for about a year and a half, Kun Deng. She is picking some leaves from the garden. Leaves and greens are in everything in Thailand, and in northern Thailand especially. It's like a plate full of herbs, and it's not like, oh, I'll put a piece of basil on my one slice of pizza. No, you have a bite and you eat a whole branch of basil. Like it's a whole thing. And it's really like every other bite is eating is like mouthful of green herbs, and it
It's
absolutely is
delicious.
fantastic. On the lower right-hand side, this is the grandfather at the Chiang Mai family home, one of the places we're going to go visit for sort of an immersion into the culture and what a family home looks like. It's where we'll do one of our cooking classes as well. And then, of course, the background and the one above are two of the most famous temples in Chiang Mai. The one in the background is the Doi Tep Temple, which we'll get a chance to go up to and visit. And the one on the right there is the center of Old Town, Wat Chedi. And this is probably a 30-acre complex right in the middle of Old Town, which is a moat surrounded, a wall surrounded by a moat that's like a mile, probably a mile square, a kilometer square, plus or minus. And this is right in the middle. And what's cool about Old Town is the rules of building there are that you cannot build higher than the Wat Chedi Temple. And so Old Town has a 3 floors or less building code to it. And it's really cool. And we'll be doing a walking tour of Old Town on the first day that we get together. Thailand is also quite advanced in mycology, and I will say that the language barrier, unlike Mexico where we live now, is extreme. It is very difficult to learn Thai. It's very difficult to read Thai. It's very difficult to speak Thai, and it's this poster on the far left actually has the English and Latin binomials, which I will send to all of our attendees as a PDF, so you guys can scan through that. I've also made a spreadsheet of all this stuff to kind of get all that information. So I'd be happy to present to our attendees what I learned about Thai mushrooms while we were there. There was a mycology department at the university, and I think it was shut down from the last time I heard. But there are definitely mycologists. We're actually asking our friends right now to see who's available to come with us on some of our trips. But there's a lot of literature in Thailand about mushrooms, and it's a study that's alive and well there. And so we're looking forward to expanding our knowledge of what we've learned and seeing what's happened in the last 5 years since we were there. So a quick language primer. Mushrooms in Thailand are head. This is the common name, obviously. So any kind of mushroom is head, and similar to other languages, the general noun comes first. So earth star truffles, head tulp. Tulp is actually an onomatopoeia. They use a lot of that in Thai language. For the popping sound they make, they're an earth star before it's open. So it's a very thick dermal layer. And you put it in soup, and when you put it in your mouth, it actually pops in your mouth. It's a very popular mushroom in the early part of the season. Halm means to smell good, so head halm is shiitake mushrooms. And oysters are head nong fa, which is the mushroom of angel wings. I'll teach you guys more Thai as you like, but I like mushrooms a lot. Chan chop head mak being very, or I want to eat mushrooms. Chan ya gin head. We had a lot of fun learning language while we were there. It should be mentioned we got stuck in Thailand during the pandemic. So this is kind of where this all started. Kim had been traveling to Thailand with a friend group in around the what is it, the equinox of March.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
For about 5 years.
For like 5 years, gathering of friends, sort of the same group of folks meeting on the same beach and having a little gathering. And we went there in 2020, a little earlier to catch a friend's wedding. And in between the wedding and that week over March 21st, the pandemic happened, and we had packed up our houses to move to Mexico to start doing these mushroom tours. And so we had nothing to go back to, and so we stayed in Thailand. And so we
So
were
our 10-week vacation turned into a year and a half sabbatical.
And so, yeah, for pandemic projects, I ended up writing a cookbook on mushrooms. I was or on Thai, northern Thai cooking. I was presenting on mushrooms, which some of the slides in this presentation come from. I was studying the edible mushrooms of the area and learning the language. We even thought we were going to get married there. Kim was working with Hill Tribe artisans. We were making face masks and travel accessories. And after a year and a half, we had momentum. We were like, yeah, we're probably going to be in Thailand for a while. And so really kind of set our sights on that and then came back to Mexico and we're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Return to the original
Return
dream.
to the original dream. But now we get to go back to Thailand. We're so excited. This is about a 6 year in the making adventure.
And we were just back there about a year ago, year and a half ago.
No, just
This
a year
last
ago.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just last year to reconnect and got really excited about
Yeah,
getting
and
together.
met several more folks that are really excited to work with mushrooms with us. And so let us present a little bit about what we are planning on doing. So, as I said, my name is Zachary Hunter. This is my wife, Kimberly Hunter. My chief interest has been in edible mushrooms and the science of edible mushrooms, and to some degree, using mushrooms, functional mushrooms as medicine. And
And I love fiber arts and I love using mushrooms for dyes, but also natural dyes in general. I also worked with hill tribes while we were in Thailand. So, and I lead artisan tours here in Mexico when we're not out foraging mushrooms.
I
So
mean,
this is a great blend for us of getting to do both of what we love.
and neither of us actually knew dye mushrooms when we were in Thailand. And so this is going to be really fun to go and see what the dye mushrooms are of northern Thailand because that's something we've learned since being in Mexico. After that, we are working with a fellow guide there. Tu has been guiding for almost 15 years. He's a professional guide and works with the tour companies in northern Thailand. We are going to have transportation the entire time that we're there with, I think we're going to have two vans. Tu will be with us the entire time to help translate in Thai. He is a wealth of knowledge and is from Chiang Mai. And he was with us on the tour that we were guiding in November and was just a phenomenal, speaks perfect English. And we're really excited to work with him. He's already been on the ground and helping us get some of this stuff booked and ready to go. Some of the other folks that we are going to be working with from the top left. Kun is a respectful a term I guess, just respect anybody who's older than you or in a higher position socially than you say is Kun. Kun A or Chef A is a cooking instructor and will be our host for our first 3 nights in Chiang Mai. It's actually who we lived with the entire time we were in Chiang Mai as well on her amazing compound, who happens to have a culinary school right on the compound.
And an organic
an
garden.
amazing garden.
And 3 traditional Thai wooden houses
Yeah.
that are on the property, as well as a big communal area.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really great place for us to kick off, but I won't
Yeah.
get into that part yet.
Yeah, so Kune is the matriarch of that and is one of my main culinary instructors, and I'll share my cookbook with y'all, and you'll see that she's mentioned a ton in there. Adam Nicholas, we actually just met. He is a CEO of Potent Extracts. Wes, I connected you with the Potent Instagram. He's a phenomenal human, and when we left, we're breaking ground on opening their mushroom cafe up in Neiman in the north eastern part of Chiang Mai. So we're really excited to go back a year later and see his progress. He'll probably be joining us on several of our forays. and we'll talk a little bit about what the state of applied mycology is in northern Thailand. Rune is a one of the members of the Chiang Mai family home cultural immersion. He was our host when we were there in November in 2024, and really, even though we'd lived in Chiang Mai for a year and a half, just took our knowledge of what Lana culture and the traditions that have been going on for hundreds of years in these families in the family home. They have a 2 acre medicinal garden that looks like a forest, but he'll walk around and be like, use this for this and this, like just this incredible right in Chiang Mai as well. So really excited to work with him again. Kung Gong is a Karen, he's a Karen?
believe
I think
he's
he's in the
Karen.
Karan Hill tribe, but he is actually a coordinator that works with Kun Hui in Chengdao and is now opening up several of the hill tribe villages for ecotourism and put together an entire mushroom day for us to go out there with the hill tribe, walk in the forest and forage with them, cook with them, and sort of get a cultural sort of performance he talked quick. We don't actually know what he has in plan, but he is really excited and showed up with a list of all the mushrooms that they eat in Aku, in Lisu, in Thai, and in Latin, and was like just absolutely stoked to do some mushroom stuff.
And in his day job, he's a teacher. So he's a teacher
Yeah.
during the day and kind of like working to connect the culture of the hill tribes in this northern part of Thailand. So we're really excited
Yeah.
to.
And he was introduced to us through Kun Hui, who Kim knows.
Yeah, and Kun Hui is a natural dyer in the north of Thailand, where we're going to be in Chiang and she's been actually studying not only in Chiang Mai in Thailand, but also in Japan with indigo and other natural dyers. She's an incredible educator of communities and kids around, and she's going to show us about the natural indigo that grows in Thailand, just to give us a snapshot of how that works in
Yeah,
that
and if we're
area.
doing any mushroom dyeing, we may throw a pot on while we're with her as well, which
If we can do some mushroom dyeing, we will. We just will not have the kind of infrastructure that we
yeah,
normally do.
can't drive. We
But
can't drive to
I will bring what I can.
And we put and more to be announced because we're still talking to our friends. It's a 12-hour delay. And
There's several more people
there
that
are
we're engaging, but we just don't want to put them on their faces
we
on
don't put their
the
names on
screen
here yet
until
until we've confirmed it. But there's a lot. This actually covers only the first 6 nights. There's another 3 nights that we're going to spend actually in another spot in Chiang Mai, closer to potent fungi as well. And from there, we're going to go and visit the bamboo family. Well, actually, I think we
Yeah, we're
talked
gonna
about
get
that.
good on the
Let's keep
highlights.
tracking on the highlights, right? So we're planning on having 4 forays or four hikes while we are up in the mountains. 2 of them, actually no, 5.
Yeah, we have more than four.
More
This is
than
just
all right.
that's why Hill Tribe and Local are sort of like
Got
categories
it, got it, got
for
it, got it,
the.
got it. Sweet. No, yeah, okay. 5 or 6 actually. So the Monks Trail we're gonna do the first day, our first full day. It's a really cool hike. I think it's about a mile maximum. We'll be going from the lower part to the upper part. It ends in a really neat temple up in Chiang Mai. From there, the buses will meet us, and we'll be gathering some stuff along the way as well. We found some reishi on the hike. It'll be a really great orientation into some of the earlier in the lower woods. The following day, we're going to go up to Doi Pui, which is the Doi Satep. We can get to the Doi Satep Peak at about 5,500 feet up there. This is a Hmong village, and we actually once by accident hiked this whole thing all the way here and then all the way down to there, and then realized we had to come back up to this village.
the way
We're
up
very
there.
upset by that. It was 18 kilometers. We won't be doing that. But this forest is amazing, and we have found all kinds of stuff there: Caesar amanitas and Talopolis and all kinds of boletes. And I
And you
think
go through a Hmong Hill Tribe village and their gardens, and then above them are all
up
the
into the
hiking
mountains.
trails.
Yeah.
So we'll get to visit their village as
Yeah,
well.
and then we'll be with the Karn and Aka Hill tribes up in Chengdao as well, and we have a couple friends up there that are going to take us hiking out into the wilderness of the general Chengdao area, and then we're going to be exploring Doi Saket. out to so I guess that's
The other
east.
side of the
The
valley
east
in
side
Chiang
of
Mai when
Chiang
we come
Mai
back.
is the other mountains over there. We're going to explore the lower mixed forest of Doi Saket with some folks as well. So we kind of get a pretty good range of what's out there. So quite a few forays, and looking forward to seeing what we find out there. We have quite a bit of cooking, actually. We're going to do two cooking nights in particular. One is in the Chiang Mai family home. This is Kim sending eggs a-flying, I think, there last Thursday. And this is me with Kun A, putting together, gosh knows what, some kind of spice blend for something. And of course, khao soi with the pickled greens and various things. And we will eat several different meals out, both in fancy restaurants, some of our chef friends out there that are going to cook up some really, really nice Northern Thai, and we'll probably grab stuff on the road and in the markets as well. So you should get a really good wide berth of what is being offered.
We like to eat well.
We do like to eat well, and they like to eat well in Thailand, so we will abide. We will be visiting several different markets as well. One of them is the Southgate Food Market, which is basically where I wrote my cookbook. That is where I learned my Thai from the grandmas. That's where I asked, learned how to ask, what's the dish for this? How do you prepare these things? It's folks that we saw probably 3 or 4 times a week while we were living there, and also living with Kune. So the Southgate Market is only like half a kilometer from where we're staying on this sort of jungle.
Yeah, the first 3 days were like very close to it.
Yeah.
And that's
So
where you can also buy like fermented green tea leaves
to chew
and
on or to put in
other
your,
sort
yeah,
of very kind of exotic ingredients that
yeah.
I think we should be bringing back. We definitely need to
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
back the tea.
And then, of course, we're actually going to finish on a Sunday. This trip ends on Monday morning is when we'll do checkout. But Sunday night, the Chiang Mai walking street is famous. It's a huge cross of streets that goes right through the middle of Old Town, with vendors packed on either side, and 150 baht massages, which is like what.
$4.
$4 or something from the monks. There's food stalls everywhere. It's a bit more of a free night. It would be hard to keep us all together during that, but it's something we're definitely going to be doing. We'll be visiting both the Bamboo Family Village as well as the Chom Cha Market, which are two weekend markets that happen in the valley as well. The Bamboo Family Village is a group of Myanmar refugees that have set up a really cool area. They have a 15-year lease on the spot and have really turned it into this incredible community project. And our friend will show us around there as well. So the markets are a huge part of Thai culture, and we won't skimp on those at all. And of course, nature, temples. There's the natural dyeing, where we'll be going to these hot springs here. I can't remember the name because it's in Thai, but I'll share all this with y'all. And just there's just so much. Thailand is just this endless font of incredible things to see, things to do, things to buy, things to take home, things to soak in, things to be soaked with.
So while we'll be mushroom focused, you can't experience Thailand
Right.
without experience all these other things too,
Yeah,
which
right.
we wouldn't want to experience it
Well,
without
one
these
of one
things
of
as
the
well.
one of the things that we've prided ourselves on for our tour is to really acknowledge that you can't really separate out any one part of a cultural experience without understanding the cultural context. And Thailand provides innumerable examples to do cultural context. Now, what's the setting? Guys, we're so excited. We basically put together the tour that we would want to go on. So these are the three places we're going to be staying while we're in Thailand, and we're just so thrilled. What you're seeing at the top on the first picture, obviously the bedroom, but that actually is the kitchen for one of the cooking classes. That's the main building. This is being taken almost directly next to the sort of condo block that has a lot of these rooms that we'll be staying in. In the middle in Chiangdao. This is this really gorgeous place right in the middle of the valley. It's got a pool,
Hot tubs.
hot tubs, and a restaurant, and it's right in the middle of the rice paddies. So that'll be the second 3 nights, and then 33 nights, we're jumping over to the opposite corner of downtown Chiang Mai to sort of get a different perspective. And Kim found this like stellar hotel out there as well. So
And it's right in Old Town, so just steps away from the from the
for the
Sunday.
walking street, yeah, we'll be able to just
We'll
hop
be able
right
to
out and
drop
be
right
right
in.
there.
And we'll have the names of all of these hotels
Yeah, they've all been
on
booked.
the important info for our participants
Yeah.
so that you will be able to see the names. We're just not going to put them on here.
Right. These have all been booked
Um,
already.
Also, if you are interested in like prioritizing having your own room on this trip, we will likely be able to accommodate that. So, if you are, let us know and we can follow up with just a little bit of a supplemental that can get you your own room.
Yeah. So just to kind of summarize, because I know we've talked a lot about it, we lived there for a year and a half, so we want to take you all to the off the beaten path, sort of the places that we found that really stood out to us that were special. We're gonna go on several forays. We're gonna learn about Thai mushrooms. We're gonna eat a lot of food. From the home all the way out to the fancy dinner. I'll teach you as much of the Thai language as I remember, and I'm sure Mr. Gong will be happy to teach the Karn and Aka as well. We'll go to the markets. We're going to have a couple cooking classes for a couple different perspectives on what northern Thai cuisine looks like. Of course, we're going to visit with the hill tribes and see what they're presenting for us as far as their excitement about mushrooms. Kim is going to talk a lot about the textiles, and they are all over the place.
Anytime we see a textile, I will talk about it if you will
Yeah.
listen.
And of course, we can't skip the hot springs and the tucked away forest temples up in the nature because this place is absolutely magical. And so we're really, really excited to share it with you guys. So there's actually only 4 spots left. We're happy to have Mary and Wes with us on this call, who are both actual, they've already joined with us. But there are 4 spots left. So the next steps, if you are interested in joining us, are to fill out an application if you haven't done that already. On that application, you can take a note if you want to have a phone call with us. We're happy to do that. We make ourselves as available as we can. After that, we'll send you the payment link and you secure your adventure, and we'll give you all the information you need to meet us in Thailand on August 15th. And that is that. We are actually running a early bird special as well. So if you pay before the end of Valentine's Day, it's $200 off the cost of 3,100. So that's the early bird, and several people have taken advantage of that already. So we just wanted to share one of the attendees. We had 5 people on a tour that we were invited to host in November in Thailand. And one of the women, Kathleen, was so kind to give us a handwritten note. I think she was, what, 79 or something,
It's not polite.
and gave us a wonderful handwritten note.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you all
Beautiful
so
note.
much.
Now we can take some questions, or if anybody has them. I know Mary, you might have one.
It was probably something you're going to include on your important information, but just in terms of what to pack, is it going to be very hot?
It will be moderately hot, yes. I would say that is an accurate thing. That said, we in the Doi Pui forest, we do recommend longer pants in the hiking areas,
Yeah,
closed-toed shoes. Yeah, I mean,
Like pack for like hot weather kind of foraging. So, but you also might want to cover yourself. So, I'll have my pants, but they'll be more of a material that won't get too wet if it's raining or that
mhm.
breathe okay.
yeah,
Layers are always good.
It's definitely rainy season, so you're gonna want rain gear, change of shoes probably if you can, just in case the shoes you're wearing out to the hikes get wet. Um,
Or a good pair of Gore-Tex.
and then it's rainy season, so at night it will get a little chillier, just because it'll be moist out. And then in Changdao, I think it gets a little cooler up there as well, a little
It's a little nicer in the
further up into the
mountains.
mountains.
Um,
Makes hot springs worth it.
that does make the hot springs extra nice.
can you go in the hot springs?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yes, we will try and prioritize as many hot springs as we can. We definitely will visit one. But then
Awesome.
our resort in Changdao also
Has hot water.
has hot tubs, and some of our room configurations have access to, well, we think we might have our own group hot tubs that we get
Yeah.
access to.
Nice.
Yeah, and there is more information in the important, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
as well.
Do you need any shots for Thailand?
I don't believe so.
Not
to my
not that
knowledge.
we've ever had
There's not,
any of it.
there is malaria in the southern islands, but I don't think it's up in the
Yeah.
north. Um, yeah, I don't think we ever had to get any shots.
We didn't, but I will double check.
Yeah, we can definitely double check. It is a visa upon arrival.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked as well, 60 days. So you should have some time to go to Udantani as well. Wes, are you planning on coming early or staying late at all?
Yeah, I that's a personal question I was going to reach out to you about.
Yeah, yeah,
Thinking
We can
about
talk
absolutely.
about
thinking
it.
about
Definitely.
yeah, I'm thinking about either doing like maybe a layover in Japan and then I don't know yet,
Cool.
but
Yeah, happy to
I'll
chat.
probably re yeah, I'll probably reach out to you and get some logistical help from you
Super.
guys.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
We're happy to do that.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't have any questions because I haven't read like the important information yet, so I'm sure all my questions are going to be there, but
Yeah.
you
Well,
guys
just
did a great job
awesome.
going over the trip.
Thank you.
It
Great.
sounds
Yeah,
absolutely amazing.
yeah, it does like a trip of a lifetime. I'm so
Oh,
excited for
yeah.
it.
well,
Amazing.
Yeah,
we're not sure when we'll be able to come back and do this exact tour because we definitely won't be doing it again next year due to
right.
Just,
some timing and
yeah.
commitments. So we also wanted to really give it our all because
Yeah.
we are really
Yeah,
excited to get to come back and
Yeah,
like
it was
get
kind
to
of like,
wow.
well, we're gonna do it. We should do it, and we should.
Yeah.
All the people that were like, "We're excited to do this with you," is like, "We will do this with you. Let's go."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our
yeah,
MycoThai info call. If you want to learn more, go to thefungivore.com. You can request a call with us, apply. We really hope to adventure with you in Thailand.
ขอบคุณครับ
Khap kun ka.